Hey, sixth grade. I hope everyone's doing really great today and that you've been able to get outside and enjoy the warmer weather. All right, so what I want you to do today is get out your Venn diagram. So this is the Venn diagram that you worked on for Monday, where you had to compare and contrast the lives of Vikings to our lives today. So get that out. We're going to be using that as a resource today as we begin working on a comparison and contrast paragraph. All right, go ahead and get that out. Now you'll notice that on my lesson plan page, I have included a Word document that gives you helpful hints on how to write a comparison and contrast, either essay or paragraph, which we're going to be focusing on a paragraph, not an essay for this assignment. And I want to go over some of those things with you. And of course, if you have any questions, please let me know. All right, so the first thing is you want to introduce your topic to your audience, okay? So let them know what you will be comparing and contrasting in this paragraph. That should be your very first sentence. All right, and then next you want to organize your information. Now, when you're writing a comparison and contrast piece, there are actually 3 different ways in which you can organize your information. So one of those is you can begin by discussing the similarities and differences between the 2 topics. Okay. The next way that you can write a comparison and contrast essay is to begin with the differences between the 2 topics and then go on to the similarities. And then the final way is to discuss it feature by feature. So maybe you could first talk about, for instance, the Vikings' homes, and then compare those to our homes. And then you would go on to your next topic. Okay? All right. And then next we have, if you're looking at that document, you'll see that it says include. So you want to include some important facts, definitions, quotations, informative details. Now, if we were taking time to write more of an actual comparison and contrast essay for this assignment, then I would require that you do some additional research. But because we're going to be limiting this to a paragraph, that additional research will not be needed. But I do need you to find your text evidence from our book. Okay, so make sure that you're using text evidence, and if you're copying it word for word, don't forget to put quotation marks around that information. That's really important not to plagiarize. All right. Okay, another thing is I want you to make sure that you're using precise language within your essay. And also, don't forget to use transition words. So since this is just a paragraph, you probably only want to include a couple of transition words. You don't want too many because then it would seem a little bit wordy, but just a few would be fine. Okay, another thing I want to mention to you is that you want to be writing this in formal English, okay? So make sure that you're not talking in slang. So you don't want to start off your essay by saying something like, hey, did you know that the Vikings were really cool? Okay, we want to make sure that we're writing in a more formal tone. Okay, and then finally, we want to conclude our paragraph. So you want to make sure that you have at least one last sentence that wraps everything up. So you can either summarize your first sentence that you wrote, which was your main idea, or you can go back through and list each of the features maybe that you mentioned in the paragraph. All right, and as always, let me know if you have any questions about this assignment. So your rough draft is going to be due today by 7 o'clock. And then I'm going to take a look at that and I'll get back with you and then let you know some of the things that you need to fix for your final paragraph, which will be due on Thursday. That's going to be worth a test, or not a test grade, I'm sorry. That will be worth a quiz grade this week. All right, guys, have a great day.